9 Ways to Build Unbreakable Self-Discipline. Welcome back to the channel Wisgram, where you can get practical wisdom for money, investing, success, and more. In today's video, I'll be sharing the 9 ways to build unbreakable self-discipline. But before we begin, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss any of our new videos that will be uploaded every week. Now, let's get started. Lou Holtz, retired American football coach and active sportscaster, author, and motivational speaker, quotes that, "Without self-discipline, success is impossible, period." Everybody knows what it takes to be healthy, but how many people engage in physical fitness? Everyone knows which foods to avoid, but most people keep eating processed meals. People have all the knowledge in the world, but how many of them are actually willing to use it? You should know that success in life comes from the consistent actions you take, and self-discipline allows you to achieve it. With that said, what are the 9 ways to consider to build unbreakable self-discipline? Number 1. Rewrite your goals every day. Nietzsche quotes, "He who has why to live can bear almost anyhow." What does this mean? It is important to remember why you want something and why you started in the first place, because you'll take the necessary actions to achieve it. After all, you don't work for no reason. You have a certain goal in mind, which makes all the effort and struggles completely worth it. To succeed, you need to rewrite your goals every day and imagine the future you want. Every morning, write down the most important goals you set for the day, or maybe the bigger picture for the long run. Having this reminder will both get you motivated and excited, and it will clear up your mind about the things you need to settle. When you are focused on your vision in life, you'll be able to train yourself to make wise decisions. Number 2. Acknowledge your weaknesses. You might probably hear that acceptance is key to everything. Well, it is crucial to identify your weaknesses towards the journey to achieving self-discipline. Denying them won't allow you to live a comfortable life. You have to recognize that you have weaknesses, and it's okay. Although through time, acceptance will help you deal with insecurities, it might as well reduce the negative impact on your overall well-being. For instance, you lack communication skills. Acknowledge that fact and find a way to improve. Read books, watch videos, talk to people. By that, you'll be able to turn such weakness into strength. Number 3. Commit to a healthy diet. Choosing what to eat is like choosing how long you live. A healthy diet improves everything, from your concentration to the quality of work you need. You have to stuff yourself with proteins and carbohydrates to give you energy and vitamins to help you grow and develop. Drinking a lot of water is the simplest way to protect your organs and regulate your body temperature. So what foods will lead to a disciplined lifestyle? The answer is simple. Unprocessed or raw foods. These particular types of foods are helpful to stay motivated as they are great sources of energy. A study from 2004 found that people with low dietary-induced thermogenesis, or the difference between energy consumed and energy used, are more likely to suffer from obesity and other health problems because they have less energy and strength. Therefore, people with low DIET may find it challenging to be productive. So give your body more energy than it needs to stay disciplined. Number 4. Pair tasks. There are always 2 kinds of tasks, that you want to do and the ones you should do. The first is the activities you find joy in because you know you have fun dealing with them from the heart. It doesn't require a lot of effort to put in. The last one is things that lead to unproductivity or stress, as they need a lot of time to get done. So how do you stay productive without having to compromise the things that give you joy? You should try pairing the 2 together. For example, you want to eat a cake and finish analyzing the video for work. You can do both by watching the video while eating. That way, the cake rewards you for doing something you are not fond of, like making a video analysis. You are more likely to finish the task that you are obliged to do because you have something that convinces you, and in the end, you wouldn't completely hate the job. Number 5. Overcome regrets. Some factors hinder your ability to discipline yourself, one of which is the feeling of constant regret. What do I mean by this? Have you ever lived your life full of what-ifs? Full of, I wish I could have studied more. I wish I could have worked harder. I wish I could have taken more risks. You let yourself get stuck in the past by negatively looking back at the mistakes you had in life. As a result, you'll start feeling sad, losing focus, and getting stressed. This will then affect your overall productivity. So instead of thinking about how everything went wrong, choose one thing you want to take action on, which you believe is significant to make a real difference in your life. Then, start planning out ways to make that change possible. Remember, no one can turn back in time, and no one should live with regrets. Number 6. Know your nature. Do you like working in the morning? Or is your mind most active at night? Well, everyone works best at different times, and it doesn't really matter which type of worker you are. Whether you are filled with excitement during the day or at night, as long as you know your body's natural rhythm, you'll be able to work effectively. You don't have to look for a job with a graveyard shift if you are a morning person. Otherwise, you'll get a hard time coping, you'll feel worse, you'll work slower, and you'll have a more challenging time staying focused. If you know what time works best for you, then simply use that to your advantage. Number 7. Plan in advance. Have you ever wondered where your life is headed after 10 years? Many would find this question absurd because they probably think they can't imagine their future that long. The best way to put this is through Gandhi's quote, "The future depends on what we do in the present." What steps are you taking to turn your goals into reality? Are you putting in the effort required to meet your objectives today? You basically need a plan on what to do because life has a lot of obstacles to offer. If you are faced with problems, it'll be too easy to just give up if you have no plan. So, to build self-discipline, you have to envision in advance and commit to making them a reality no matter how difficult the path is. That way, you'll be able to respond to failures and setbacks the best way possible. Number 8. Make sacrifices. According to Brian Tracy, a self-development author, the biggest enemy to success is the path of least resistance. If you choose what is easy rather than what is needed, you'll never attain success and happiness. Why? Because every outstanding achievement demands a great deal of sacrifice. You might probably wonder why sacrifice is needed to achieve success. Well, people can reach their full potential through it. So, for example, instead of wasting your weekends out, you have the chance to learn new skills at home. You could probably enroll in online courses. Remember, to achieve any goal you have to consider these 3 things: a clear vision about what you want, a plan to execute, and a consistent effort over time. Number 9. Timed blocks. Do you find it difficult to concentrate for an extended period? Does thinking about the whole day of work make you feel exhausted? Well, the best thing to do is separate your day into blocks. Have you ever heard about the Pomodoro technique? It is a management time system that encourages people to work efficiently with the allotted time. Setting the timer into 25 minutes chunks with 5 minutes break instills a sense of urgency. Rather than the feeling of having an 8-hour day to work, you'll realize you only have 25 minutes to make as much progress on a task. Plus, you'll be able to take time to breathe during breaks, which will reduce the burnout feeling most people experience toward the end of the day. Undoubtedly, self-discipline is one of the most critical skills for your success. So, what are your key takeaways from this video? Which way do you consider the most associated with your personal needs? Share it down below! Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you again soon in another one of our episodes. Once again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family so that they can enjoy it as well. With that said, have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.